Welcome my friends, today I have a special treat for all Japanese people out there, or people that just want to get some cheap game. So it's Golden Week sale, and before I jump into this Steam sale, this Japanese Golden Week sale, I would say let's educate ourselves a little bit. Alright, so that's the Golden Week, Japan. So it's the Golden Week is a week from 29th of April to early May, where a lot of different Japanese holidays are. And it's called Golden Week, so Japanese speakers can correct me if I'm wrong, of course. And then you can see here the different days that are celebrated: the Emperor's birthday, the Greenery Day on 29th of April, the Showa Day, Showa no Hi, and the Constitutional Memorial Day, the Citizens Holiday, Greenery Day, and the Children's Day on the 5th of May, and then you get some more information. So that's it with the educational part of this video. So okay, thank you for watching. No, just kidding. Let's jump into, my friends, let's jump into the sales and see if we find something. So Steam made a special sale. It looks funny, so pixel art a little bit. Golden Week sale. It's actually not so artsy, but actually looks a bit cheap, so but I guess this is on purpose. Alright, so as always, the games that are blue, I already own those games, but I will still talk about them very quickly. So here you see some different Japanese or Asian games, like RPG Maker, Hyperdimension Neptunia, 70% down, Tokyo School Life, 60% down, so very good prices if you're into those kind of games. Then Ray Giant, overall review mixed, for 85% down is a lot. RPG Maker, 80% down. Guilty Gear, Izuka, 80%. Then we have Touhou Genzo Wanderer, 50%, still a bit expensive. This Gear PC, Fallen, Trails in the Sky. Then of course you have Nier Automata, a game that I recently bought for very cheap actually. So this is still 30 euros, I would say, still on an expensive price. And then a couple of other classical Japanese games. Steins Gate may be interesting, overwhelmingly positive, 60% down. You can see I don't really own a lot of those games. I'm not really an expert in those games, but I think there are a lot of fans. Those games really have a lot of fans. So those typical Japanese adventure, there's a hentai, nudity, RPG games. It's very difficult to say what kind of games this is. Oh, Pixel Junk, this looks nice. Nom Nom Galaxy, so 50% down. So I will click on it very quickly to see what it is. Never really heard about this, so this comes definitely on my wish list. This looks like a very nice, cute game. Cool. Cool. Already found a game, as you can see. That's pretty nice. And then, yeah, and then we have the next list. We have different RPGs. So most of the RPGs I was just talking before, and you already saw. Final Fantasy 15 is now 25 euros by Square Enix. I already also have it in my library, but I still have to play this game more. I think it's kind of cool, but I'm not so much into those typical Japanese Final Fantasy games anymore. And then we have a lot of other Neptunia, Megadimension Neptunia, all those President Yukino, this looks funny. This, and then this guy, when I pronounce it correctly. Then fighting games are interesting. So there, Soul Calibur definitely. Oh, 20 euros for Soul Calibur, that's a good price. And Tekken, those are the best fighting games, I would say. Then the Guilty Gears, okay, they're right, but I've never been a big fan of Guilty Gear games, I have to admit, but you can get them for quite a good price here, 80% down, 80% down. Then now it gets a little bit more interesting, and we take a look at the action adventures. And then of course here, Resident Evil 6, 9 euros complete pack. I think this has been a bit cheaper even before. Then we have Castlevania, 10 euros, that's still expensive, I would say. Then we have Castle of Illusion 2, Mickey Mouse. Everyone loves Mickey Mouse. Then we have the 30.5-minute hero. I don't have it yet, so it's €2.50. Very interesting. I check out this later. Yomavari Night Alone, 60% down. Okay, this is a game that looks very pretty, so I have it on my wish list since long time, and yeah, 8 years, 5 years I'd take it. Then Ikaruga, if you like classical shooting ups, then you should definitely take a look at Ikaruga. It's the one of the most difficult, most famous arcade shooting ups from the Dreamcast era, I would say. Then we have Neo Complete Edition. It's like Sekiro, but well, it's like a bit different. So 25 years. I have it on the PlayStation. I played like for 10-15 hours, so, and then I was getting interrupted by some other major title, to be honest, and I would say for 20 years I'm back in the game. I might consider purchasing it on PC. Unholy Disaster. Then we have Code of Princess. This looks nice, anime style, so, but I don't really see now how the gameplay is. Metal Slug, of course, that's a classic from the Neo Geo time, so 4 years. 4 years still a bit expensive, could be a bit cheaper. Shenmue 1 and 2, most overrated games ever. Just kidding, I had it on the Dreamcast, played it, quick time events, en masse. It's okay, it was good back in the days. Is it good now? Oh, this looks cute. Märchenforest. This is really called like this. Has a German name, but it's actually a Japanese game. Very funny. Alright, then we have Ares Action. So you see a lot of very complicated names to pronounce for a Western guy like me. I'm sorry for this. Samurai Warriors 4, then Roman 2. So that's how they... I wonder how they in Japan pronouncing this. Valkyria Chronicles classic, then Dark Souls. Okay, one of the best Japanese action adventures. 15 years still. This has been cheaper. And then we have Metal Slug X. Then we have the God Eater. That looks interesting, but I think the price is still very high. Pixel Junk Eden. I wonder if I played it yet. Momodora. So I also have it in the library. So I made a video. About the sequel to this game, and you can find it on my channel. So I just remembers me. I really need to play this game a bit more because I think it looks very pretty. Resident Evil 2 by Capcom, of course. Ace Combat 7, still very high prices, 40 euros, that's still too high. Binary Domain, oh, €3.74. I can recommend this for action, adventure, shooter, third-person shooter fans. Tomb Raider, it's not cheaper. Resident Evil 5 for €5 is a good price. That's a classical price you always get. Then we have Resident Evil 7, 15 years is also a good price. Bayonetta, 5 years is a good price. Metal Slug 3, then again. Metal Gear Solid 5 for €8. I mean, who doesn't have this game yet? I mean, everyone has this game now. Visual novel, okay, I'm going to jump over this because I have no idea about visual novel. So, but here you can find several. If you're interested, then I recommend you to check this out yourself. And also strategy simulation. You see a lot of Japanese games. This might be interesting in software. And then the RPG Maker 100. How is it 105? Is M is 100? So some smart guys here. Write it in the description under the video. Then we have the specials. Okay, here's a bunch of specialities from Japanese game. I see a lot of young girls with big eyes. Cute young girls with big eyes. Wow. That's the Japanese style. So Yeah, check those out. I can't really recommend you any special game of this, but I see this Tiny War High Speed. This looks very interesting. Never heard about this game. Then R-Type Dimension X. Still 12 euros. Still 12 euros. That's still so expensive. That's a game I want to have. Abyss Raiders. Never heard about this. Can't pronounce this. Then we have, looks like a nice Richu action adventure. So there's a lot of those action adventures or RPG that are made with the RPG Maker. And then here, browse the special page, and you're going to see much more of those games. So there have been some really nice games, I would say. So it's definitely worth taking a look. I'm leaving my video here, so I hope you got a short overview about the Golden Week sale in Japan. And I see you the next time, my friends. Have a wonderful day off. A Golden Week maybe, if you're from Japan. See ya.